movies, not only for the physical aspect, but also for preservation. In this particular location, we focus on some older movies. We don't really carry too many Blu-rays. We mostly just have old DVDs from the early 2000s and maybe some of the 90s. What we've found recently is there are a lot of people who are now feeling nostalgic over those old DVD early 2000 movies that maybe they watched as a kid growing up, and now they sort of want to relive that a little bit. That's just what I've noticed, but what are you looking for? I'm assuming that you came in with maybe something in mind. Most people don't really come in just to look around, not really in this store. So, do you have anything you are looking for in specific? Okay, very good, okay. So you really don't know specifically what you want, but you want to sort of have that physical thing back with you, right? Yeah. Was I correct in assuming that maybe you have some nostalgia for some movies and now you want to relive that? I knew it. I am a pretty good judge of character, and we get a lot of people just like you coming in. What's happening now more recently is we get all these streaming services who do carry a lot of these older movies and TV shows, but I think what people are finding is it really just is not the same scrolling through a menu to find that movie you watched as a kid rather than just getting the classic disc and popping it into one of those archaic DVD players like back in the day. So, if you don't mind, can I just ask you a few questions to sort of gauge what you're looking for? Excellent. How old are you? Good. Just want to make sure. So you spent a lot of your time growing up in the early 2000s, right? What type of movies did you watch during this time? Okay. So you watched a lot of animated movies. So, okay, a lot of animated movies. You watch them on like road trips or car rides or just at home. Yeah, okay. Well, luckily for you, we do have a lot of these old animated movies available on DVD. Were you a big fan of the Disney animation? I knew it. I'm a pretty good judge of what people like. And luckily for you, we have a lot of the classic as well as some of the newer animation that Disney has made. If you can just give me a second while I maybe select some movies from my vast selection. Would that be okay with you? Okay. Okay. I have a few movies here to sort of show you. So I have this stack of movies. I just want to go through these one at a time, and maybe you would like to pick some of these up. Okay, this first one, all-time classic, very popular. I remember watching this a lot as a kid. It is the original animated Aladdin movie. It is in relatively good quality. Of course, more recently, Disney has remade this film in live action, but in my opinion, it just does not compare to the original with the amazing performances of the genie. And this movie, I think there are a lot of good jokes, maybe some that even went over your head if you've only seen this as a kid. This particular DVD is the Platinum Edition, so it has a whole bunch of extra features, extra content. So if you're looking for some more behind the scenes sort of things, or games, or fun other times beside the movie, they will also come in this package. So, what do you think of this? Good, okay. So, if you liked that one, let me just look at maybe another good animated movie here. Yeah, this one I think you'll like as well. Another Disney animated movie, maybe not as popular, or maybe not as well liked, but we have Bambi. Yeah, Bambi. This, I think, is a much darker movie, but it is still fun, and like the other, it is in relatively good condition with only a couple marks here and there from passing along to different families and users. We can open this up. You can see that this one still comes with the instructions, the manual, as well as both discs being perfectly intact for your viewing pleasure. This is also the Platinum Edition, so just like with Aladdin, you will get all of those cool little bonuses that they throw in. Maybe if you were more interested in the Bambi storyline. So, what do you think about this one? Good. Okay, how about we try a little bit more of a recent animated movie? Recent being relative. Yeah, this one is very popular. We have Finding Nemo, one of the most popular, well-liked, most watched animated movies of all time by the masters of animation, Pixar. And I'm not sure about you, but I used to watch this a lot when I was a kid. And just like the others, this contains 2 discs with extra content. However, it is sort of in a worse quality. There are some markings on the print, so because of that, there will be a more reduced price with this one, but it is still in relatively good condition. So, what do you think about this one? Okay. Let's do this next one. Okay, this next animated one. I don't know about you, but my family has a weird obsession with this one. They have to watch this movie every Christmas season. It's the Polar Express. This movie is not from Disney, but I think it would still go well in the very good animated movies, and maybe if you were anything like me, you've watched this at least a few times during the Christmas season. So, despite it not being Disney, I think it would fit right in with the rest. What do you think about that? Okay. Now, this next one is actually still a franchise that is going strong, and it's actually going to have a new movie releasing, I believe, in next year if it's not delayed. It is the legendary Kung Fu Panda. The first one in the series. All three of them that have released so far are just master classes in animation, in characters, in villains, in story writing. And I particularly like how it covers some pretty serious themes in ways that children and adults alike can take a meaning from and enjoy the movie. So maybe to prepare you for the fourth movie releasing next year, you can get this and start catching up on the other three for maybe a bit of a refresher. So, what do you think about that? Yeah, by DreamWorks, very amazing animated film that I think would fit right well with your collection. Now these next two are in contention for the best animated films of all time. The first one we have is another Pixar film, Ratatouille. An amazing film with a very strange concept. I wish I could have been a fly at this meeting where they proposed about a cooking rat. But wow, just what a amazing movie, amazing animation, voice acting, even the soundtrack, spectacular. And it is still considered one of the best animated movies of all time. possibly the best animated movie of all time. We have the original Lion King. Here. Just a pinnacle of cinema in all regards. Of course, Disney has also remade this in a very hyper-realistic styling. I just don't think it can compare to the hyper-stylized animation. Like with the other DVDs shown, we have the little manual here, as well as both discs that this movie comes with. And like the others, it is also the Platinum Edition, so you're really getting the most bang for your buck. Okay. Excellent. Admittedly, this last one, a wild card. I know we've only been talking animated, but I thought I would throw in this live action classic. Feels like everyone has seen this movie. It's still so culturally relevant, and maybe you would like this. We have The Matrix. Yeah. Of course, starring Keanu Reeves, still a incredibly popular actor who is now focusing on the amazing John Wick series. This particular DVD is older than the rest. It has a very much more older style packaging. There's no clip. It is just paper and a little plastic thing holding it in place. So it's much more of a retro, older style DVD case. And I'm not sure if you would like this since you mentioned animated movies specifically, but I remember watching this and thinking it was super cool how they stop motion and they dive away from the bullets. So I thought I would just throw this in case you were curious. Yeah. So what do you think about those selections? Excellent. Well, I'm glad I did a good job. But at the same time, I'm sensing you will still want a little bit more. You still want a little bit more. Yeah. Okay. So, what maybe were you hoping for? I see. So, you want vintage. CDs are nice, but you want something even older than those. Okay. Well, is there anything you're looking for that's particularly older? That is a very popular one to be looking for, especially now. A very big franchise. I will see what I can find. Just give me one moment. Well, I think I found really two things you might be looking for here. And if we're talking retro, I don't think you can get any more retro with this. The first one we have, I know you didn't mention this specifically, but I think I can see that you're kind of a movie nut. You like watching movies, and I think you have a good taste in movies. This movie recently got a sequel many years later. It was one of the most critically acclaimed movies of the past few years, and that movie is Top Gun. This is a VHS tape of the original Top Gun starring Tom Cruise. Can you believe that he used to look this young? This movie released in 1986, and I think only a year ago now, it released a critically acclaimed sequel, Top Gun Maverick. So if you've seen that movie, maybe you want to go back to this and really experience it on how it was experienced for people at the time as a VHS tape, rather than maybe stream it on demand or on DVD. We can carefully slide out the VHS just so you can examine it. As you can see, it is in perfect quality. It's almost like it's brand new. So, I think if you're looking for retro and has a very good sequel movie, I think this might be your go-to vintage VHS movie. What do you think? I'll just put that over there for you. Okay, and I know you asked for this one in particular, so I went and got it, and I think this is really going to surprise you. A lot of people come in asking for the same thing that you asked. Star Wars. Everyone likes Star Wars, especially the original trilogy. So many people have fond memories over it, and it is still so popular today. So you aren't the first to ask about this, but luckily for you, I found this. I have for you the full original Star Wars trilogy on VHS tape, the full collection. We have The New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, and The Return of the Jedi, all in VHS form, unaltered from its original debut. Let's take one of these out just so you can confirm that these are in good condition. This is The Empire Strikes Back VHS. As you can see, excellent condition, not a single scratch or dent or anything on the VHS. So, if you're looking for vintage Star Wars movies, VHS tapes. Excellent. So, I imagine you're going to be taking all of this home with you. Good. That means that I've succeeded with my job in trying to help you pick out these DVDs and maybe relive some of those childhood memories, as well as get some more retro items